layer. You put you are in Amsterdam, you have to find a place for the night, you make your layer application, you put it on the canals, and up the hotels, oh sorry, up top the hotels, oh sorry, up the hotels, where you can find a place. This is the idea. Lots of examples. What's behind it, and then you can think, what does it mean? What does it mean for food? What does it mean for biking? What does it mean for buying stuff when you are waiting at the subway? What does it mean for gay people? It's hard thinking is an example. I only received it 2 weeks ago of gay for gay people. They have Grindr these days. They put Grindr on their mobile. They go to it was new for me too. They go to the cinema, and they put a Grindr on, and they can see what other gay people are at the cinema, and they can choose with what guy they want to have a cup of tea or something else later on. So that's also a concept for people who are always wired to the internet. I want to feel connected 24/7, 365. And then you come up with a cool concept. Can be food, can be something for gays, can be something for your bike, can be something to help you to find a hotel later. But this is the way it works. Forget the examples, but keep in the back of your mind, because that's what you have to review. The procedure. We give you a lot of examples of cool, attractive and inspiring with future growth potential. We ask you what's behind it, if you know that you can add more examples, and then say, now we make an innovative concept, whatever, on food, shoes, cars, gays, whatever. Is it clear?
Carl, based on those examples of cool, would it be possible for a team to distract other mentalities behind it than the one you showed us?
You know very much. Don't work. You can work with other mentalities because you're more original. If you say, okay, you're working with urban nomads, oh, I'm going to work with urban nomads as well. You can do it, but it's not so original because we know that already. If you have a very strong example of urban nomads here, fine with me. So you have the liberty to do what you want, as long as you follow the line. These are the examples of cool. This is what I see on the mentality level. This is what it means for consumers, for other people. And this is my cool concept. Of course, you can say, okay, Carl, I see you working with urban nomads. I do that too. But that's not very original, because we know that. But if this is very original, you can do it. If you say, no, I see something else in the material you are. And this is how I want to work on it. That's all okay as well. Clear?
You just have to give a solid explanation for argument. Okay.
If you say, okay, look, this is what you showed me for examples of cool. If you take this one, then there's something, a mentality behind. This is how I describe the mentality. This is what it means on a consumer level, and this is my concept. Clear? Still clear?
Yeah.
Another example. Another example, and also here, but come with your own. Don't duplicate this. So come with your own example and see if you can make it better. Also here's some things we've shown, and then think, oh, what's behind it? One thing we know, that right now kids are raised by a mom, a dad, and a computer. Computers are very, very important. And these kids learn how to interact. If they ask something to the computer, they can answer.
Carl, would it be a good idea that if you show them some examples, that you give them 5 minutes to think of, okay, what would be the mentality behind it when I look at those examples, instead of already giving it? Or that's too short-lived?
Well, that takes too long.
Okay.
And I want you to, and I think it's also honest for the people who read this, that you get all the same chances, so you get the material, you can ask questions, but I don't want to exercise with them.
Okay.
Because that's not honest for the people who are not here. Of course, those people could have been here, but it was short-term notice, so
Okay.
I want you to understand the procedure. If you have questions about the procedure, tell me, because this is what you have to do. Examples, clustering them, this is what's behind it, and if this is behind it, this is my cool concept. One example, guys, young people interacting with computers, saying hello, and this old guy saying, look, the young generation, born on the internet, a digital native, and we must begin to assimilate to their culture and way of thinking. Okay, that's 2. 3, there's a whole new generation who's buying virtual seeds, putting them in virtual grounds, harvesting virtual crops, trying to sell them. For me, that's very weird, but it's considered cool, Farmville. So, okay, it's all a little bit in the same direction. What is behind it? Another example, a bit, well, shocking and not really shocking. There are people who like porn, and there are people who are blind. If you are blind, and if you like porn, you have a problem. So now, there's a Brazilian website, porn for the blind. So some people can see the porn, they tell what they see for people who are blind. Totally different from Farmville. And there is a line, I'll tell you a little bit later. This is what I love. And when I go to China, I fly with KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines, and say, okay, you go to China, maybe you don't know Shanghai that well. Do you want to talk with other people who go to China and join our China club? Oh, that's what I like. So, these totally different examples. Farmville has nothing to do with porn for the blind, has nothing to do with young kids Googling, has nothing to do with this. So we have 4 examples. Okay, you cluster them. What's behind those 4 examples? What do they have in common? Any idea? Now this is a speedy course, I totally admit it. What they do have in common, they all use the social web. They are all talking with each other on the social web. The guys, the young kids Googling, Farmville, it's this virtual social web. Porn for the blind, it's the virtual social web. And my last example, China Club, it's the virtual social web. There's an extra universe, the social web, where we talk with each other. What does it say? I participate in the social web. I have been born on the social web, there everything becomes relevant to me. You'd better take action for me in order for me to think you are cool on the social web. Is it idea clear? So we have several examples, and this is the mentality behind it. And this is how we want you to work. So you say, okay, we have a lot of examples. Carl, I like them. This, I pick out. This is the idea behind, and based on this idea behind, I make my innovative concept. So, if this is the social web, and you are Burberry, you know Burberry, the brand? Yeah. English brand. How can you use the social web? In a cool way. So you are Burberry, you're Miss or Mr. Burberry. You've seen a lot of examples, including the ones I showed you. You understand what is behind it. There's a young generation participating in the social web. And I'm Burberry. And I want to participate in the social web as well, because they are my clients. What Burberry did, Burberry is famous for their trench coats, those big winter, autumn coats. And say, okay, upload your trench coat to our website. So a lot of trench coats. You can vote for the coolest trench coat, but in the meanwhile, we also show you where our shops are. That's using the social web in an innovative marketing concept. Is that clear? Another example is buy video. You can buy clothes, or you can buy stuff in a shop. You can buy it on the internet. And this is even more special. This is a fantastic place where you can buy luxury goods, Gucci, Prada, Versace, Rolex, for a very low price. So, and they have a lot, and every time they are changing. By the way, exactly the same as Bifid, but in Spain, it's only in France it's called Van Privé, exactly the same. So there's a place with a lot of exquisite luxury, good for cheap price. So everybody wants to go.